Zonder vraag kom om af met nieuwsbot de lauter velar. Aisa hamaa. Wil treffen dräcka vart till New-Irlandum. Att väga gröda och att lacka och sunger. Väl höll välkommen.
Sound is live. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Land of Ice and Snow, a D&D 5th edition live stream brought to you by 3B Radio. Our story is set in an alternate history, 11th century Europe, where fantasy and magic exist alongside history. We are joining a group of adventurers as they travel through the Nordic lands and discover evil and try and find fame and riches. Let's go ahead and get everyone to introduce themselves, starting up with Davius in the upper left there.
Hi, most of you guys know me as Davius, Mike Smith. I play a rogue is such a strong word. Furbolg traveler named Delvin. He was always too inquisitive for his own good. He was always into everything and wandering everywhere. Borders didn't really mean much to him, but they mean a lot to other people, and Furbolg society is not very forgiving of those who disrupt the hierarchy. So it was recommended that he go search the wide world and satisfy his curiosity. So he is now out in the world, very much a country bumpkin, and amazed by everything, like running water and people thinking that they own land and animals. It's actually pretty fun. When everything constantly surprises you, the world is awesome.
All right, up next we have Megan in the upper right.
I'm Megan, and I play Ashlyn, a half-she druid from the Celtic lands. She is a 6-foot-tall elf Targaryen who...
I don't know.
Copyright infringement?
We'll find out. We'll find out when we get hit.
I probably shouldn't claim it because it ended shitty. Anyway, that was trash. We'll talk about it another day. So anyway, she's all silvery and purple and pretty, and she wears a flower crown because she was raised by druids. So why wouldn't she? She was raised by her human father's druid clan until her mother's father, who was an elf and a man-eating freak, tracked them down, and...
There's still no evidence of that.
Maybe it's like euphemism.
No evidence otherwise either. Ashlyn's never met another elf. And, so she fled, and she's basically just got her parents' journal with a few clues about where she could maybe search for friends. And she's a little awkward, and she's got this sword that she may or may not know how to use, and it may or may not be magical. She's just really good at making bonfires.
All right, Colin over here on the middle left.
Hi, I'm Colin. I'm playing Ogmagni Krakenbreaker. He is a Jotun, so our world's version of a Goliath. He is a Jotun from the clan the Stormlords, and he is a paladin who is devoted to Thor, and he looks very barbaric, as you would imagine someone from, the Nordlands would probably look, but he's actually pretty warm-hearted, and he's kind of accepting of other people's beliefs and religions, and he's not one of those paladins that just, pushes his own agenda onto people. He thinks that individualism and strength are very important, and his reason for setting out on this glorious adventure is just for that glory, because he believes by doing such great deeds he can elevate himself to demigodhood, and he can fight with the rest of the Azir up in Valhalla for all eternity. And one of his little quirks that you probably saw last time is that in order to honor the dead, he makes sure that those that he believes are worthy of it do not die without their weapon in their hand.
Perfect. Over here on the middle right, we got Julio.
Hey everybody, I'm Julio, and I'll be playing Qasim, who is known by some as Qasim ibn Jabal. He is first and foremost a businessman. It's just unfortunate that the kind of business that he elects to engage in is frowned upon by most of society. He's a man of average height, average build, average looks, and this allowed him to go about his business without being recognized by most people back in his native Babylonia. Over here, though, in this very strange land where people get mad when you try to pay them for things, it's no longer the case. Now that he's starting... he was part of a band of bandits in Babylonia, but his strict adherence to a code and his insistence on fulfilling obligations got everybody there mad at him as well. They left him for dead on a boat, and now he's finding himself over here. He's starting from scratch and hoping that one day he'll be able to build a new organization, one that will actually manage to accomplish all the goals that it sets for itself and bend entire countries to their graphs.
All right. Down here below me, we got Stewie in the bottom left.
I will be playing the wizard of the group, Neferet Set, who is known as the most beautiful of Set. She is a wonderful, strikingly beautiful woman from afar, and as you draw closer to her, you notice the small scales glistening across her arms and legs, her 2 long limbs and sharp, shark-like teeth in her mouth. She is very curious about this outside world, as having never been outside of the walls of the Library of Alexandria. Though she has an incredible knowledge of these things, she has no first-hand experience, so it'll be curious to see how she proceeds forward with the rest of her life.
All right, and last but not least, we have Skull in the bottom right.
And then I'll be playing Aelius Gnaeus Hadrianus, who's a tall man from the Iberian Peninsula of the Roman Empire. He's of bald pate and prematurely graying black beard. And then Aelius's life of adventure can truly be said to begin that one hot night of the month of Augustus when his career as a centurion ended. Basically, in the expanse of an hour, all men under his command were devoured by monsters, and ever since then, after having resigned the Legion in disgrace, he's thrown himself at the study of monster hunting. So now he roams the land as a blood hunter, which is a similar but legally distinct Witcher.
We need to teach Megan that.
So,
Targaryen with 2 T's.
Double up on all the letters.
So, and
It's not Jon Snow, but Juan Nieve.
So I'm Rurik, I am your DM, and our theme song was a Bardcore or Skaldcore cover by Jacol Ticey, who you can find as the Miracle Aligner on YouTube and Instagram. Before we actually get started into this today, I'm going to ask everybody one question about their characters. Today we're going to start off simple. Does your character have any siblings? Davius?
Yes. Tons of them. You don't even want to know. It's just a lot. There were 17 in his litter, and I guess what humans would call cousins, there were about 42 total.
That's almost as many cousins as I have.
Almost.
Megan, you're
not
up.
quite.
Furbolgs are really just Hispanic. All right. No.
They're southern black people. Just the same.
Caliente takes with Megan at 11.
Ashlyn, no siblings, right?
Tú no sabes nada, Juan Nieve. All right. Yeah, no siblings, just her.
Magni?
Yeah, Magni has one younger sister who is... You're happy she's not here because she's twice as terrifying as he is. She is not a paladin. She is a straight-up barbarian who he is happy she's not here because they used to get into fights and it didn't always go his way.
It's like when you meet Armstrong and then you meet Olivier.
I'm not... Look, trademark aside, yeah, probably something like that.
Megan's trying to get us sued today.
My bad.
Stop.
Just names that have no relation to anything anybody might know. That's
yeah,
especially not
Common names.
alchemists or
What's her name?
metal-
Olivier Magny.
Kasim, any
Totally
siblings?
enough of a change.
Well, that depends on what you would define as a sibling. Definitely no one blood related, but Kasim is definitely not the only Ibn Jabal.
Okay. So I'm gonna put unknown.
Question mark.
Kasim answers all his questions like a politician.
Neferetset seems to have walked away, so we're gonna go over to Alias.
Alias had an older brother, and who would have inherited the land of his family, and that's why Alias retired to the Legion himself and dedicated himself to service.
All right, that sounds good. All right, just like I said, getting ideas of who everyone is. So, in our last session, what we ended up with was that you guys had been traveling for 5 days to go and break a siege in the town of Alder. Hold on a second. This is why I keep notes. Ardnar. Thank you. Ardnar. And it is a week's travel away. On the 4th day, you started to notice that you were being trailed by goblins riding wargs. And on the 5th day, they actually attacked you. But throughout the entire trip, you had been noticing this disturbing feeling of being watched. You guys had just finished getting over the fight and are now trying to figure out how you're going to continue this 5th day, being down 2 horses and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.
We have less people
guards.
now.
Yeah. You have less people, you have less horses, you have the same amount of supplies.
It's win-win.
So
Let's
Ashlyn thinks that perhaps since the goblins wanted to feed us to the dragon, why don't we just feed the goblins to the dragon?
The problem is the dragon might ask for seconds.
So
We can
feed
get
him
more
dragons.
goblins.
Goblins.
Well,
Team eyes the guards.
The guards are tired. They actually ended up doing much worse in the fight than you guys did, being NPCs.
I mean, we're in
Surprising
carts.
considering how well the goblins did in the fight.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't the goblins, it was those wargs.
It
Those
was
wargs
more
were
than anything the
Pretty
wargs.
rude.
Yeah, once again, are you going to fight the child with a knife or the wolf the size of a horse? So
Are you guys going to try and do any
I'll
healing?
fight it out with the knife because I can beat them.
Yeah,
some
we need to
healing.
do some healing, don't we?
You have 2 injured horses. You have 1 injured guard. You have an injured Alias and an injured Ogmagny.
Yes, once I did not get chumped.
For once.
There was
For
no
once.
chump on Delvin. And we won. See? That's how this works.
As long as Delvin doesn't get chomped, we win.
Then stop wandering off. Like,
He did not even wander off this time. Delvin was super
I
well
know.
behaved this time.
and you see what happens when you don't wander off?
So,
Why is Ogmagny so sassy?
Because he wants to fight a dragon. That's why he's so sassy.
Not like your typical paladin, my ass.
Yeah,
I absolutely believe
you're talking a
that-
lot of smack for someone who almost started a clan war.
So, what is you guys' plan right now? Where are you planning on heading? What are you planning on doing?
It was nighttime camp time, right?
Yeah.
So,
It is lunchtime.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
lunchtime.
Stop to
Stop
eat lunch, and that's when
Camp
the attack
time is
is.
any time you want to make camp.
Wait, what were
Um,
we having for lunch? I'm hungry.
Horse.
I'm having a bit of omelet.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, carve up that horse, baby.
Don't eat the guards, though. That's
How
frowned
long was it until we were supposed to arrive?
Not
You
a
guys-
burger.
Supposed to have arrived.
Today is day 5. You have day 6 left, and you will arrive on day 7. So you have a day and a half left. You guys could arguably push through and try and get further along tonight. But the horses are going to be tired. You guys could rest right now and extend your trip, but you know that there are things watching you.
Yeah. Well, first things first, I still have one spell slot left for today because I used the other one for Smite, so I'm going to use Cure Light Wounds on myself. As you can see,
Okay.
it should be up. And it is 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which for this is what off of my charisma because I'm a paladin.
Yes, indeed.
Aladdin.
I have no charisma.
He really
Sorry.
isn't a normal paladin.
No. 2 points. You son of a gun. Alright, well, that's better than nothing, I guess.
How many spell slots do you have left?
how's
That's it. That's my 2 for the day. I only get 2 at level 2.
Oh, okay.
how's
Because the other-
Alias doing?
Yeah, you did smite.
Yeah, I used Smite on the other one.
Okay.
Wait, was the question how is Alias doing?
Yeah.
Not well.
I mean, what's your HP, Big Dumb?
So Ashlyn, hold on a second. I have a moment here, right? Ashlyn, as you walk up to Alias, you see that about half his wounds appear to be self-inflicted.
That makes it look like I've been like cutting myself nonstop. Like I cut myself from one spot and the blood flows from there. I'm a little exsanguinated. It is not mostly.
You're not cutting yourself every turn?
No.
Seeming's concerned. Are you okay, buddy? Do you need to touch?
Like I'm paler than I used to be. You know, I normally have a charming Mediterranean complexion, and now I'm starting to look more like the Nords.
Ashlyn's
Look,
What
if you just let me
happened?
scoop the blood back up from the ground and then just like
pour it back in.
You cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube. That's not how that works.
Yeah, but that's.
But
I
we can
believe you
attempt.
because
Ashlyn
And this
wants
is gonna be for
Alias to
science. I'm
answer
gonna start mopping it
what
up.
happened. Start mopping. Wring it back out.
Into his
Say,
mouth.
we have blood transfusions, not toothpaste transfusions. So I think one thing applies to the other.
All right.
A point was made. It was under his hat, but the point is there.
So, Ashlyn, are you using any of your spells to help?
Yeah,
Alias?
after Alias answers Ashlyn's question of what happened.
What do you mean? What happened?
What happened, bro?
I killed the things.
Did it bite your hands?
It
That seems uncharacteristic.
It bit me for 12 damage, which is in game a lot.
On your hands?
He beat me for very hurty.
Specifically,
Well, I
like
didn't let it get to my chest. Yes.
Good
If he
answer.
comes in and I'm like, aha, and he bites my hand. I hoped that he would bite the haft of my weapon, but that did not work out.
He's still walking. He's still talking.
All right.
Ashlyn thinks that Alias is full of shit, but she will cure wounds.
I mean,
So,
she's probably familiar with how blood magic works.
of everyone, she is the one who's least familiar with how blood magic works. However,
like-
Neferetset has heard of it. But you
I'm assuming
have
druids
heard
do
of it.
some magic things in the woods. She must have seen it.
It's the worst magic I've ever heard of. But you have heard of it.
But you've heard of it.
So you heal 12 wounds. How many spell slots do you have left, Ashlyn?
1.
Okay. All right. Is anybody else using any more spells?
Oh wait, how's Ogmagny doing? Because he only cured what, 2?
Only 2.
He's
I'm
been
still.
better.
Well,
Yeah. I'm not doing
We're-
great.
how much do you heal if you take a long rest?
If you take a long rest, you fully heal.
Hmm.
But a long rest is 8 hours.
Can we do a short rest and Ashlyn
Area.
can use
Short
her
rest, if I
other
remember correctly, is 4 hours.
spell slot on Ogmagny because
A short rest
we
is
kind of
1
need
hour.
him at full
Is
health.
it?
Yeah, a short rest is 1 hour, and you guys would be able to use hit dice to heal if you like. Would you guys would like to do that as you guys finish lunch?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, please.
For sure.
All right,
That would
so
probably be the most
place
intelligent.
yourselves in the circle so I can see how you guys are currently eating your lunches and whatnot. Is anyone going to heal the hurt guard?
Fuck that guard.
No,
I don't have
no,
a way
because
to
they,
heal
they
him.
ran away and they led me getting hit. So
Yeah, he doesn't even. He's not even very good at the sexy time. So no.
Y'all are terrible.
Oh, but that means you would
Somebody
heal
got-
the horse, though.
I was about to say, somebody go help the horse out, though? Like,
I mean, the horse is better than he is. I'll be honest.
I mean, that's
He's better
you know,
equipped,
like,
right? So
That's like
The
saying
implications
that's like
of
saying
this-
Shaq was better than Kobe. Like, it don't matter. Like, he was 7.
What?
Come on,
I mean,
man.
you're not
That's
wrong, but
fair.
still.
That's not fair.
well, no, comparing the horse to the guard is more like comparing Shaq to Kevin Hart. You know.
Like, as a basketball, a good big man will beat a good little man any day of the week. It's just
Yeah.
That's just how it is, man.
I'm assuming the
What was his
horses
name?
are like
There was a
giant
really tiny
Clydesdales,
basketball
right?
player.
Actually, Nordic horses are not huge. That is not what they're known for.
Why did the
I'm
big
gonna
people
look
get the
up a
tiny
Nordic
horses?
horse now.
Are
Yeah,
they
what are they
ponies?
doing?
They're called fjord ponies, and they are not particularly large.
Yeah.
Nordic.
Well, I mean, we only lost.
horses.
If we have 4 left alive and we have 3 carts, only one of them has to try and pull something by itself.
Right, we can hook
Should
the
be
other one
fine.
up to the free bird over here.
No,
I
look,
found a
some
picture of a
guards
very
died.
fat pony.
Look, some
There's
guards died,
12 of us.
and they need a funeral pyre, right? We can't just
Alright.
leave them out here for the buzzards. So I say we lie them on the last cart, and then use that to make a funeral pyre, fulfilling their religious rites. I'm vaguely familiar with how that works. By which I
That's
mean
about it.
mostly not at all.
Did you want to do religious rites? Is that what's happening?
Set them
Yeah,
on
I'm just saying,
fire.
like,
Use the cart.
All right.
yeah,
I'll start setting it up.
a cart is like a land ship.
All
So-
right. I'll start setting up because I'm probably the most familiar with their
I
funeral
was about to
rites.
say.
I mean, yes, given
Please
the fact that you
don't.
are
Yeah.
actually of their religion.
Yeah. So
I
I'll take
will
care
try
of
and talk
this.
to him. I will try to help him decide where to put it so that the trees don't catch fire.
Okay. I like it. Everyone's working together. The guards actually really appreciate the effort that you're putting into helping them.
making sure that
I-
making sure that wrapping a piece of leather around their hand where their weapon is, so that their weapon doesn't fall while we're moving them too.
Oh, look at that. I know a lot about their religion as well.
You see,
He
these
read a book at
savages,
one
they do things
point.
like this.
There was a
At
scroll,
some
and I was
point,
just like,
he read a book.
So,
I mean, the Legion will take anyone, so mayhap one of them
Damn.
wandered south. They will.
so you guys go ahead. You eat lunch.
You
You
didn't make
bury-
it sound like a good thing. Sorry.
You eat lunch. You bury people, and you get back on the road. You are only taking 2 carts.
We know things.
yeah, makes more
Yeah,
sense.
there's 12 of us and it's 6 per
We're
cart.
not
so.
taking the one that's on fire now with all the dead bodies in it. So yes, we're going.
that's a good call. All right.
Would have probably been intimidating, like if 2 of us were riding on a flaming cart with corpses on it. The goblins
Yeah.
would have ran, for sure.
Now you bring this up because I'm like, let's do it. Like,
That's a terrible
Yeah,
idea.
some
That's
Mad
how that
Max
works.
Fury Road stuff.
I would have just witness me.
You know, that's totally Ashland's aesthetic. Let's do it.
So you guys are back. You guys are back on the road, and the rest of the day proceeds more or less without any issue. In the distance, in the far distance, at the very edge of your view, you guys can see that the goblins and wargs that ran away are continuing to trail you, but they seem to have gotten their fill of your nonsense already.
Our nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
During the short rest, did anyone use any hit dice to heal themselves?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
How would we use that on D20?
So, on your character sheet, there is a... I'm actually opening your character sheet, so I'm not lying to you.
Mhm.
So you see where it says hit dice in that middle box, that you have 2 of them?
Mhm.
You will click down to show that you have used 1. And then roll a d10 and add your proficiency bonus, I want to say.
That's Constitution.
Wouldn't
modifier.
it be just like
It is your constitution modifier. If you just click hit dice, it will roll it for you automatically.
oh look at you just
Just tanking it.
you just rank yourself.
Skull, why is your hit die a d4?
I don't know. Oh, because
That's the exact amount that I needed.
whatchamacallit, I have to change it manually because the class is not inherently like I've been doing everything manually because the class is not inherently
Okay.
in the thing. So
I
that
would-
would be
You're a D10, right?
yeah, D10.
I fixed it for you. Go ahead and roll again.
It God wills it. Oh no, it's still it has to update. I guess it didn't.
Oh, you gotta refresh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Why are you being obnoxious?
And restarting.
Just cuz.
Just cause. They're a little
Again,
Again,
positive.
look at the Discord.
What is going on? You look absolutely offended that you opened that. Why are you taking pictures of me?
That is so cute.
It is quite
so
adorable.
precious.
He hasn't done that yet. That's his first time in the drawers.
Oh, there you go.
Sweet baby.
Alright, cool. So go ahead and roll again so we can get your final healing. One of the guards also heals himself. And, like I said, the rest of the day passes without any issue. And then you make camp for the night. You guys now have fewer guards, fewer horses, and fewer wagons. So how would you guys like to set up your camp for the night? As well as your watches.
All right, we
just
dig a
to be-
trench, we build fires in the trench, and then we dare the goblins to get close.
What?
How about we just do what we did before?
I'm gonna go build those lures and traps. There you
Yeah.
go.
Fine, whatever.
As usual.
It just
Again, like
Quit
note
making it
that,
so
that
difficult.
Delvin's normally awesome woodland snares are looking more and more like just murder traps that what's the name is putting up as he
that
learns
Alias is
from
putting out. Yeah,
as Alias. Yeah, I could not make my face make that noise. I don't know why. I had the name in my head, just couldn't make it come out of my mouth. But like Alias, yeah.
Okay.
So all the cute little rabbity traps are starting to now be like
Gravity traps.
when it snatches you up to a spike or something like that. You know, like they're becoming less.
Alias's traps are not elegant, but they are efficient.
Yes.
Neferet sets Northern Lover sets her tent up again.
Perfect. And I invite him in once more, apparently, because she has no will currently. So what I keep doing is I'm rolling for her, because usually she's not very affectionate, but if I roll below a 10, she will invite him in, and she's doing very poorly today on her will.
Apparently, he ain't as bad as you thought.
Apparently not. And he's warm, which is a bonus.
So you guys,
Weekend.
Don't
Don't forget
by
the
way.
horse. Don't forget the horse.
Alarm.
Don't forget the horse.
Oh
go
God.
ahead and give me. There are 6 shifts that need to be covered. What is the watch shifts? There are a total of 12 of you.
11.
I would imagine one PC, one NPC per watch.
As before, Kasim will take last.
Okay.
I'll go
Ashlyn will take third shift with an uninjured guard.
I'll
Preferably.
take second shift.
Also, how long are we sleeping? Because I have to get a full sleeps to get my spells back.
It is 8 hours. So,
I'll do the watch wherever I can get 8 hours in.
all right. So here we go. So Kasim. So who's first?
Throw that up.
I'll go first.
Magni is first. Who is
Go first.
second? Aishlin said she was. Neferet said she wanted.
Alias is second.
Okay. Neferet said wants an early watch, so I'm gonna move you to third.
If you don't mind, because yeah.
Or we
I
can
think,
put her last, so she can sleep the whole time.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
All right.
Either way,
I mean-
whichever one wants to give up the last or the first shift, I appreciate it. Because then I can get spells back so I can hurt things in the morning.
Yeah,
I think
if not-
Neferet says spell slots are a little more important than other people's.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing someone.
I don't
Delvin.
do the slot thing. Yeah.
Where?
So
where-
I'd normally take second, so second shift is fine with me.
Okay.
I'll join whoever, since we have
So-
to double up at some.
Magni, you are out and about everyone has just started sort of winding down. The sonorous snores of your party have not quite yet started.
Mhm.
You're noticing that tonight is colder than it has been the previous nights, and you can see a chill in the air.
Oh boy.
You guys have blanketed the horses, and they're curled up by the trees over there. In the distance, you absolutely, just outside the range of the light, you are certain that you are seeing some sort of creature just outside of what you can see.
Oh, I Giga Bear.
Can I try to do a perception test to see what it can make out what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me a perception check, but it is going to be at disadvantage.
I think you said advantage, right?
No, I definitely did
You
not.
said I heard the word advantage in there though.
It was part of the sentence you uttered.
Okay, well, 5.
All right, I'm gonna because this is starting to annoy the bejesus out of me, not being able to see it, and understand it, because he just wants to know all of the things.
Mhm.
So we're gonna see. Remember him there?
Well, aren't you asleep?
Yeah, he's currently you are currently asleep, Delvin.
Yeah, I'm.
We're talking about during watch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were just doing the perception check to see if we could
No,
see
this
the
is
thing.
this is during Ogmagni's watch. Ogmagni, like I said,
Oh.
you see something, and it is bigger even than the wargs that you had seen the goblins riding, and it is sniffing around the edge of camp. Do you want to try and wake up the party to
I'm with the
arms?
guard, right? Is the guard with me
Yes.
as I'm doing my patrol? Okay.
I imagine you guys are trying to alternate, so at no point are you actually next to each
Yeah.
other, but you can definitely walk over to him.
All right. I'm gonna walk over to him.
Let me set some things up real quick here, so
Okay.
that you can see exactly where you are. So
Wake up everyone except Neferetset.
So you guys.
Because nobody's going in that tent. We know what's going on in there.
So this is the guard that you're with, Ogmagni, and you're currently here.
Okay. Is there any way I can? I'd like to make my way over to him to tell him, but try to keep my watch on the big mound.
Okay.
Would I be able to do that?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that Delvin sleeps over there. Yeah, you can definitely keep an eye on him. As you walk, he's essentially this beast is following you. So
Just following me. All right. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the guard and say, wake the party. Slowly make your way over and start waking people.
Okay. So he goes. Are you having him wake up everyone, or everyone except for Neferetset?
Go in that tent, man.
Don't go in that tent.
Did Neferetset let us all know that she needed 8 hours so that she can get her magic back?
I
Yes,
imagine that
she's like,
Neferetset
if I don't sleep for 8
unceasingly-
hours, I will kill something.
Okay.
Or not kill something.
And not kill anything
so
in the
it's
morning.
Not the tent that smells weird. Go.
Okay. So he goes and wakes up everyone. However, he is unable to find Delvin.
Oh no.
All right.
No,
Well,
Delvin's asleep. He doesn't know where he's at. All right. So the party is awake after about an hour of their sleep. Go ahead and show me where you guys are lining up right now.
Ogmagni's all the way in the front with his arms out, challenging. Very much very, very classic like this. Like, come.
So-
on, big bro.
The
Yeah,
creature
he's-
sits up on its hind legs and howls.
Don't like that.
Does that wake?
Ogmagni howls back. Intimidate.
Okay, go.
Does that wake me?
Yes, that does wake you. You're like, oh my god, bad.
Ah, it's garbage. My rolls are bad today. 9.
Okay.
Hey, get your shit together.
That I will. Yeah, hearing the howling. Where is it?
Howling was so bad, Sam actually laughs. Just wanna...
What would I
Oh, no.
roll to
Wow.
hide? I'm not gonna burn my invis yet. I'm just gonna try and.
All right, so go ahead and give me a stealth
I
roll.
guess.
See, it's all part of my plan. If I make it think I'm weak, then it'll attack me. So then
That is a fairly average stealth roll.
That is,
Is it completely average?
Perfectly
so
balanced. That's all.
after a moment, you guys sit there staring at each other, and you hear a howl to the east of you, and you see a second creature there. And then you see they both walk off.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What?
I need a
Christine
new
walks
cape.
back to the fire pit and goes back to sleep.
Okay, Kasim.
What?
I like how
what would I
two
need to
giant,
roll
hairy,
to
howling
try and
monsters
identify
showed
this
up.
thing?
So,
No, because there's
knowledge nature, or rather, it's just called nature now.
All right.
Oh wait, I want to do that.
Go for it.
Oh, 18, baby.
All right, so
That's why I rolled it wrong. 'cause
These are
everyone
my
else rolled
lands. I know what's here.
you know
too.
that they are dire wolves.
I know the most about it.
Alias 2, I guess.
Oh.
which is why I rolled a 1, I guess. Everyone else used up the good luck.
Kasim does not care.
So,
So these are
What are
dire wolves. They are essentially 1,000-pound wolves.
those are from the prints that we saw earlier, I'd imagine.
Yes.
1 ton wolves.
So, with all that knowledge nature, do we think they're going to leave us alone?
You are fully aware that dire wolves are actually intelligent. And so whatever they are up to, it is probably not in your best interest.
Hmm.
Tighten up watch then. Don't go too far away from camp if you're going to be doing watch next, because I'd imagine they'd just pick you off by yourself.
All right, so
So-
the second watch, go ahead and set yourself up. Alias, you are second.
Yep.
Going to sleep.
I'll just remain where I was right here. Close enough where if I get attacked, Delvin will see me from his perch or hear me screaming bloody agony.
Yep, because I should be. If this is an actual available tree, since I'm up for this watch, I will be taking a perch.
Okay. So,
Or I could actually, you know what? I'm gonna go down this side so that we have both sides covered.
so you guys are awake, and nothing happens during your watch.
Out of character question.
Go for
Speech
it.
of beast and leaf. Would that work with the wolves?
Yes, you can
Even
absolutely.
though they're intelligent.
You can absolutely speak with the dire wolves. Yes.
Okay.
And unlike most things, they actually might have a way to speak to you, which the other people don't.
All right. Cool.
All right, so Ashlyn, show me where you are patrolling. Alias.
Back to the camp.
Yeah, back to the camp. Back to the camp. Back to the camp.
Yep. Back to
Where's
sleep.
Delvin?
Delvin's in his tree, and he's now asleep again.
Can you ping him?
I like that he disappears.
You didn't see anything.
Wait.
Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod.
Sorry, I can't see anything.
I could smile and wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Yes.
smile and wave, boys.
No, but for legal reasons, we're not allowed to see.
I was trying to avoid copyright infringement, unlike
That's
some
right.
of-
Those are the puffins of Tasmania.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like hard.
So, Ashlyn, about halfway through your watch, you have dark
Aw.
vision. At the very edge of your dark vision, you see one of the wolves.
Mm.
And it gets to about 20 feet away from you. It's actually, this is the distance right now that it's at.
Well, that's horrifying. Does it look like it wants to eat me?
You are pretty sure that it wants to eat you, and you hear a voice in your head saying, "That beast is a danger."
I'm gonna go wake up Ogmagny.
But just Ogmagny?
What?
I'm gonna start with Ogmagny.
Okay.
Goes to wake me up. No, sister, don't hurt me. Oh.
So, Ogmagny, you get woken up again?
She's just going,
Hmm?
wake up.
I wasn't having a nightmare. about my sister.
Okay, that's fine. Here's a direwolf again.
Yes! He jumps up.
Ogmagny, are you
No.
sleeping in your armor or are you not?
Of course I'm sleeping in my armor right in the middle of a...
Remember that D&D does cause sleeping in your armor will cause fatigue for tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, well, I guess he's not sleeping in his armor, because...
So you are up in your shirt and trousers, you're barefoot,
Yep.
and you have Stormbreaker in your hand, or Krakenbreaker in your hand.
This
Kraken
truly
Breaker
sounds
and,
like honor.
well, I also have my javelin, at least one javelin with me, so that I can mess with whoever's coming at me from a distance before I go in.
Okay, so you see the wolf is, what is that, 60 feet away from you?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of pacing in this area, just looking at the two of you.
Ashland's gonna go wake up somebody else now. We're Kasim and Alias. Those are
Okay.
He's gonna
the
try.
other good bets.
He's gonna do another little intimidation.
Okay. Go ahead.
There we go.
There we go.
Showing off again at this thing, trying to intimidate him.
She's gonna save Delvin for last because she's afraid he's gonna talk to it.
The wolf looks at you, and it kind of like nods, like, "Come on."
I called
Get
you out
some,
first, bro. Come on. Nah, come on. Come on. Come
Uh,
on, Cletus.
So the
Ain't never
wolf,
failed the air and opportunity.
the wolf does run up and attack you.
Yes. Come at me.
As
hit
soon as he crosses that pink line,
Yeah.
a piercing shriek goes throughout the night. What's your armor class without armor on?
Oh, it's what, 10, right?
Plus-
Isn't that how it...
Plus Dex.
And
Plus
plus
Dex,
dexterity.
it's still, yeah, I mean, that's my armor with armor on, so.
Okay, so you go ahead and take 7 damage as it bites you, but as soon as the alarm goes off, it pulls away back to here.
Oh, you little...
What? Then he would provoke, right?
He does provoke an attack of opportunity. Good eye.
Alright. I'm going to attack him then.
Gonna do.
The whole camp is currently awake.
15, does that hit?
Let me see. 15 will hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Big money.
Damn.
13.
Okay. It is not initiative only because you cannot catch him. He runs much faster than you. And he does run away.
Ah, get out of here.
But
Got a big gash in-
the whole camp is now currently awake.
How far does that direwolf get?
But before you get out of your tent, it's 100 feet farther than where it is now.
Oh, perfect. Firebolt.
Can you...
Yeah. What's the range on Firebolt? Like 120 feet?
120 feet, and it was.
Aren't you in your
10
tent?
feet, and it was 15 feet away from me when it ran.
Right. Essentially, she gets up, runs out of her tent. She's like, "Toma!" as the wolf runs out of range. So go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Hot man.
There's a 15 hit.
A 15 does hit.
Okay, it takes 8 points of fire damage.
That poor wolf.
And I'm literally gonna be like, are we chasing it, or am I just going to kill someone?
Thing ran up on me.
Is Alarm a first level spell or a cantrip?
Alarm is a first level spell.
Also, your mage armor has worn off by now, by the way.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You can cast that as a ritual, though. So.
Mage armor cannot be cast in this edition as a ritual.
No. I meant
All right,
the
well-
alarm.
Oh,
Bef-
yeah.
So, you guys are all awake.
Rurik, sorry, but before all that happened, because I didn't have a chance to, I want to do Stone's Endurance on the damage that I took.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. That's a
'Cause I-
reaction.
Yeah, because I had the short rest down. It says a short or a long rest.
Okay.
So we will pop that in. And then it is a D12 and add my Constitution modifier. Doo-doo-doo. I don't take any damage.
You just like no sell.
just
like,
tanked.
No.
Without no soul. You just no soul the direwolf attack.
Yep.
It's that whole thing where the attack dog goes after the guy in the suit. He's just like, stop.
Yeah, except you were butt naked. Just kind of shoved his arm in his throat.
He was
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
that's right.
naked itch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ogmagny sleeps in the nude, so he's just standing there with his. And the cold doesn't affect him, so it's like
It is
Just
what
in
it
the
is.
It is what it is.
So you guys are all awake. Neferetset is asking if you're going to chase it. Are you guys going to try and chase it?
That's what it wants us to do. It's like a wolf.
I am definitely not. I am
No.
over here making sure that nothing else bitey is coming up.
Yeah.
Kasim
So-
woke up, he saw what happened, and he just went right back to sleep.
Okay.
Wolves want us to separate. We should stay together.
Okay.
I crawl back in the tent.
All right. Do you take the 10 minutes to recast your spell?
Alarm, I don't think turns off once it's activated.
Can you link the spell so I can go ahead and read it?
Give me 1 second.
Literally 1 second.
You set an alarm. No, yes, it is still on. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe from now on we put your tent in the middle. We put all the valuable stuff next to it as opposed to you going off and blinking the guard the entire time.
Hey, I never said
Do
you
you
couldn't.
want him blinking the guard in the middle of everything?
I
I
will
don't
not.
care.
Davius, not everyone has had the pleasure of going to Penzic or Gulf Wars and understanding
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, they don't understand. Yeah, this is exactly what you're doing right now, Mr. Abe. This is exactly why I was not chasing him and I was looking in this direction. Something else bitey was showing up. Because something bitey showed up.
Shh, I don't think anybody else has noticed yet.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going back to bed.
So,
Stop, son.
Conversations are going to be had.
Ashlyn, you go ahead and you finish the rest of your watch. And it is now. Whose watch is it next? Kasim.
All
Did
right.
I not see that?
You saw it, and you saw it walk off. Like, as you're going to sleep in your tree, it wanders back off. But you're pretty sure that is now the third one that you've seen. The third different one.
All right, so Kasim
Would I
wakes
have-
up, he
would I
puts
have
on his
had
armor.
time to try and talk to that?
Sure. Go ahead. What? Actually, type to me over in Discord what you're going to try and say to it. And
Yeah.
give me
Oh my god.
Give me is animal handling a thing this edition?
It's charisma based.
Give me a persuasion roll. Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna say that Ashlyn's fire trench sounds like a really good idea right now.
Okay. So Ashlyn, where? So Kasim, where you're posting up there?
Yeah.
Your partner guard is going to post up in the south, just so no one sneaks up on anybody. And your watch goes by without any issues. But hold on, I'm waiting to see what happens with what's being said.
He's just like, shoo, fuck off.
How many watches has it been? Is it like 6 or 4?
It has been 6 hours when you wake up.
Okay, Kasim's not gonna go back to sleep this time. He's just gonna stay awake for the next watch.
Kasim, you hear 3 wolves howling, like speaking back and forth to each other during your watch.
Is one of them Delvin? Just going awoo from the tree.
One of them might be Delvin. Kasim, give me a perception check, please.
Perception. Do you get it? That was an 18.
Okay. Neferetset, your alarm spell goes off again.
Alright. I get out of the tent. What is it this time?
When you run outside, you don't see anything. You just see Kasim looking around. It does wake up everybody because you're using the audible one. Guys, you hear the alarm go off. Everybody give me a perception check. I'm not even going to give anybody disadvantage for this one.
You're so nice.
Eh.
Popping 11.
Oh,
I mean,
15.
Do you know
That's
how
bad.
terrible you have to hold with a +6? Like,
Yeah.
so
So,
not, you know.
none of you know why the spell is going off. but the spell does go off again, and you are all awake again.
There's more people again.
I'm gonna get my armor on.
This
is ridiculous.
All of you get the benefits of a short rest. None of you get the benefits of a long rest. Because everyone was woken up inside that 6-hour mark.
This is bullshit.
Are any of you choosing to go back to sleep?
No,
There's only
I'm
2
trying to
hours
figure
left.
out what's going on.
Because he's gonna get
fuck
started
it,
on
I
breakfast.
guess.
Investigation or insight to try and figure out why his alarm went off when we didn't see
That's
it.
what I want to know too. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and do that with him.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and investigate around back of the tent.
Wow, I am rolling like ass today.
Oh, I did pretty
same.
alright.
Me too.
I got a 16.
You guys
I
see
did
that right up against her tent is a set of paw prints, but nobody saw it sneak up.
Can
We're
I?
fine.
Does it look familiar to the paw prints from the one that I found in the woods, the direwolf one?
It is absolutely direwolf paw prints, and it is absolutely fresh. You are certain.
Fine. Apparently, I'm awake. Someone make the fire larger. This is upsetting.
Neferat said, wizards have that thing where at a short rest you can gain 1 spell back.
Yep, that's all I needed, anyways.
Okay.
I just wanted to make a big stink because Neferet set wood.
Yeah. Oh, and being a wizard and not being able to get yourself back is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want to make a point of it now, in the beginning of the campaign. So it's remembered, damn it.
Alright, so you guys, let me put you back on the road.
Tell her I love her. I see her behind you.
How do you see her behind me?
Wait, tell her I
her-
love you
her
too.
It's blurred, not blacked out, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
I forgot that you guys don't see the what the people on the live stream say.
Yeah.
Babe, all the players say hello and that they love you.
All the players. No, you have to say Stewie.
Stewie specifically.
and
Me.
Davius. 'Cause
And-
Do we all do though?
Davius hugs her muffins.
I said it first.
Stewie
did.
said it first, but everyone said it. They're
You
now-
only said it first because I didn't see her yet.
Yeah, because I was busy typing in Discord.
I was busy looking for her.
They're all fighting.
I knew she'd show up eventually.
Tell her Miss Margaret's winning.
Let me see. Hold on. Can you
Hi,
guys see
B.
her?
You don't have to bend over. We
Hey, B.
can see her without you bending down. We can see her.
face.
All right. So
Okay.
abuse. That's spousal abuse is what that is. You all saw it.
You did. I will testify.
I won't testify
Settlement.
shit against B.
Settlement.
All I saw was
Ever.
Rurik getting in her way, alright, and getting what he deserved.
Damn.
I did hear her tell her twice, though. I mean,
All right. So you guys are on the road. You guys are all tired, but you're not quite fatigued yet. Everybody, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Aw.
oh, well, look at that.
21, baby. This is nothing.
You're all fine. None of you are fatigued. You guys are all tired. You are.
Ahem, I got a 21. Make mine sound special, please.
Ogmagny
Notice
jokes,
me,
and he's like, Ogmagny's like, this is normal for campaigning. And Skull is like, I don't know what campaigns you've been on, but normally people are polite enough to let us sleep.
You're just doing sit-ups in the back of the wagon.
So you guys begin to ride out, and the morning passes without any issue. Again, you see the goblins out in the distance just watching you. And right after lunch, as you guys are proceeding to make camp, out of the sky dives a dragon.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes. Here it is.
It flies right over the first wagon and releases its breath weapon on the second wagon.
Oh, you.
Some of them a bitch.
Some of them a bitch.
Yeah, I'm in the second wagon.
Those of you in the second wagon, please give me a dexterity save.
Yeah, I want to make a non-dex rogue. Me.
What? I'm so sorry.
That's you didn't roll a
Oh.
save. That was just a regular dexterity. Roll your save.
Where's that? Where do I click?
So next to the column under proficiency bonus.
To the column.
Skull, you shouldn't point that out to people.
Yay!
Okay. So, it's a Constitution save.
The Constitution saving throw, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh god, I'm pooped.
I'm very sorry,
I'm totally
guys.
dragon.
I'm used to dragons being dexterity saves.
Some are, but White Dragon specifically are Constitution.
All right.
Well, just negative mine by 1, since it was your fault and not mine.
Fair. Okay.
Yay! I didn't think that would work.
God.
Okay, so both the guards in the back die, and both horses die as the dragon passes over you. Neferetset and Delvin, you are now unconscious.
Can I throw a javelin at this stupid thing?
Yes,
That's
you
flying. I'm gonna get this on.
Why you actually hit?
I always knew eventually I might sleep with.
Say that
Davis. I
again.
didn't
Say
think
that
it'd be
again.
like this.
Roll for damage.
6.
So let's be clear that you're gonna have to get Kraken Breaker, the thrown weapon property.
I will.
Or returning at least.
Oh, I gotta get some magic on this thing. Like, yelling at it as it flies away. You coward!
And he does, in fact. Like, he just came down, and flies off.
I want my javelin back!
Yep. Just like anyone who's up on top, they always just blow their load and leave. So upsetting.
Stewie.
Okay.
What?
I was gonna say that we're
This is not a
family
family
podcast.
show.
Yeah, but it's not. It's fine.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do now?
This is a Christian Discord.
I was gonna
I
make
can't
Steam is
well
gonna
like
sip his
POS.
coffee and say,
being white.
well, that sucked.
Was gonna make a comment about the dragon being white, but I'm just gonna let that go.
I mean, why not now?
Just let me go. I'm already unconscious.
I mean, the dragon let it go, so.
Alright, so...
Faces.
Who's... Alright, well, I'm gonna run to the other one. I'm gonna run to the... Because I can still do lay on hands, at least.
Yes, you can.
So... Who's down?
All three of them are down.
Okay.
Actually, no, sorry. The guard captain is okay.
Oh, thank God, my bro's good. How you doing, bro?
He's like, it missed.
It did. Alright, so I'm gonna heal each one of them for 1. To get them back. That's all I can do. Like, to get them back on their feet. I don't have Cure Light Wounds. I just have Lay on Hands.
Alright. So, Delvin
Keeps
and
him from-
Neferetset, you guys wake up just in time to roll for initiative.
Actually, I've got... Well, I can do 1. But I can do multiple, but...
May it be known, the only way that the GM could actually get me down was by cheating with a dragon, alright?
Ah!
That's
Why
the first time
is it
Neferetset's gone
so
down this
shitty
entire
all the time?
campaign.
I mean, if we stay in the back of these, you could probably fight them off a little easier.
Am I clicked? I can't. Okay, there we go. That's me.
I didn't mine go through right. Oh, I didn't click, that's why.
1, 2,
There it is.
3, 4. I am
Wow.
missing Alias and I'm missing Augment.
There we go.
But I wasn't clicked on the token. Do you want me to re-roll or use
Yeah.
it?
Yes, please reroll.
Okay.
Can I reroll?
No, you can't.
Oh no, my token wasn't clicked.
Alright, so up first we have Kasim. Kasim, as the dragon flies back up into the air and you see Ogmagni jump off your wagon and run to the back, you see 3 goblins on Wargback, assumedly the ones that you had issues with previously, begin to approach your wagon. They are at that distance.
Okay. I'm going to take out my light crossbow and take a pot shot at this guy. The warg, not the goblin.
Yeah. Learned our lessons.
The Worgen, not the goblin. Alright, go ahead and roll for damage.
Ka-choo.
My mouse is not working.
14's a hit, right?
Yeah.
7 piercing.
Why has my mouse cursor disappeared? That's weird. 7 piercing? Hey guys, does anybody know why a mouse cursor would disappear?
Did you unplug the mouse by accident?
No, I mean it's
Did your mouse run out of battery?
No, it's absolutely moving.
Oh, it just
The cursor's
disappeared.
not there.
Yeah.
Oh, that happens to
Try-
me sometimes. I
Try
don't know how
alt
to fix
tabbing.
it. Excuse me, IT.
Did it come back?
No, I see. Like I said, it's mousing over things.
Try to
You
right
just
click
can't see it?
somewhere on the screen.
Yeah, when I click it. Oh, but that's helpful. I can right click to get an idea of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not
weird.
letting me left click. Come on.
Okay, unplug your mouse and just replug it back in.
Alright, I'm doing that now. Of course I couldn't get through it. What other need technical difficulties?
You can take a bonus action at any point in the round, right?
Still no mouse button.
On your turn.
Alright.
Right.
That's
Any
fine.
point during your turn, I mean.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna have slightly less control over the world. That's fine. Those of you watching, please let me know, is the stream still working?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So, you go ahead and hit the first... Which one did you hit?
This one.
Alright,
Yeah.
perfect.
That work.
So you go ahead and you hit him for 14 damage.
No, 7 damage.
7 damage.
I mean, I like his version better.
I
I
agree.
wish.
I agree, we should go with that.
Alright, so next up
Not that good a
is...
marksman.
Next up is...
Delvin.
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 So I'm gonna try and take my cunning action, and me and my 1 hit point having self are gonna hide.
Smoke
That's a
bomb.
good
Okay.
idea.
Okay, you hide. Go ahead.
Now, as my other action, I'm going to sneak. You said so. We see the 3. There's only 3, so they don't have. I'm gonna go out the back. This way.
Okay.
Ostensibly planning to circle around behind them and stab somebody in the back of their neck with my javelin, with my short spear, possibly just to watch this go down because I can't afford to get bit again.
Okay, please go ahead and give yourself your 1 hit point so that we can see it.
Can't go around taking nappies again.
So next we've got one of the goblins.
Goblins.
Damn goblins.
Alright, well, I was
Why do
wrong.
we
I
have
can
to be
actually do
goblins?
more than 1 point. Alright, but I'll do that later.
Why did it have to be goblin?
It's always goblins.
Elderly potheads. Why did it have to be elderly potheads?
All right, so he's going to run to here, and that'll be,
It just leaves the goblin.
Bye.
He didn't leave the goblin behind. I'm having issues. All right.
He bolts and the goblin falls off the saddle.
Goblin failed his animal handling.
Which is a thing that could happen.
Got bucked off.
Seems legit.
I'm gonna start trying to leverage this speech of beast and flower and be like, look, man, fuck those guys. They treat you like shit.
What's your name? Gary. Oh, okay, Gary.
Listen, Gary, you don't have to put up with this, man. I got a friend who's a social worker. You can get out of this abusive relationship.
Just imagining a warg at like a like a job interview.
You are a strong, independent warg, and you don't need no goblin.
Okay, found my cursor.
That's good.
And
But his
now I'm gonna
ward
shoot.
shows up. Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna shoot Ashlyn,
That's rude. Take your cursor back.
but he missed, so it doesn't matter.
Good.
Does she have cover? Do we have cover on the wagons?
Yes, you do have cover on the wagons. They do have walls.
Fantastic.
Okay.
What does cover
now
do? Does it add to? Oh, is it disadvantage or does it add?
It adds to your AC.
It has
Oh, nice. How much?
2, I think.
Yeah, 2 for light cover, 5 for heavy cover.
So Nefretset, you are up.
It's a good thing it's not heavy for me. Can't hit me then.
Hit all these motherfuckers. The dragon's gone, right?
Yeah.
The dragon.
He punked off after I hit him with a javelin.
Yeah, he got
You saw
scared of Ogmagny.
You saw it. You all saw it.
That is absolutely how that tale is going to be told, by the way.
Oh yeah.
All right.
There was
let's
5
see.
dragons.
This goblin right over here is gonna take a firebolt to the face.
Okay, go ahead.
See,
Oh wow, no, he's not.
Oh wow, that's the
Oh,
first time I
dear.
think you've missed one.
I
yeah,
think so too.
Ogmagny,
I'm
you're
blaming
up.
you, Colin.
It's from lack of sleep.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at this warg. I'm gonna aim for that big old dog.
All right, do it.
12 probably misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will miss the dog.
Sorry guys, I tried. I hit a dragon. I did
See,
my
you
job.
you said wargs at job interviews. Now I got this warg esthetician stuck in my head. She went to beauty school to help take care of her pups.
This guy
putting
remembers
gel nails on
Ogmagny
fat
and is short bowing him. No, he's not.
Come on!
He remembers Ogmagny. He's like, I don't want it.
Ashlyn, you are up.
Okay.
He just hit a dragon.
Ashlyn's gonna throw a bonfire at this warg.
Got a little bonfire over
Just a happy little bonfire over here. I mean, these are complete, like, South Padre Island teenagers, like, drunk and half naked.
Which one did you throw the bonfire at?
This one.
Okay, you hit the goblin.
The goblin, but not the warg?
I haven't rolled the war yet.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you hit the.
That's how the goblin got caught.
All right,
Aerial
roll for
effect damage, baby.
It's a flammable goblin.
Oh, what's the damage on that? Sorry, 1d8.
8.
1.
Aww.
The
Not
opposite.
quite. Not quite.
All right. So next we have Alias.
So it's kind of like bacon grease popping on you while you're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like
Not much more. Damn, Alias is like, and go time. Jumps right off the wagon.
Alright.
just bolts it, you know, like if
He's
it
so
was
tired
a-
of killing things with his crossbow. He's like, I'm good with this
Absolutely
weapon
sending
too.
Yeah,
Absolutely sending it. I'm gonna ball.
like
Something
Dukes Hazard,
getting
you know, he
all upside
slides over the side of the wagon. You know.
Oh yeah, boy, you done started something now. Looks like Dead by Daylight. He's like vaulting over the scrape wall.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
I found adrenaline. Just runs in.
I ain't did nothing. You ain't got nothing on me. You got handcuffs.
Jesus.
So go ahead and roll to hit.
Yes, sorry.
That'll miss.
That will miss because there is no charge bonus.
I was wondering what
You keep saying it, and it's not gonna happen.
Every session.
Stop trying to
every
make
session.
charge happen. It's
It
not
will
gonna
happen.
happen.
This is not.
Trying to
This
make
is
it
not,
a
Makes a bingo out of this.
this is not Rainbow Six. Like you can't. The pro players complain enough. They're not going to change the game. Like,
What the
not this-
fuck?
It's how it works. The pro players complain.
Oh
and then the game
no!
What the fuck?
Jesus Lord!
Why did you get out of the cart?
It wouldn't have mattered. He crit it.
You would have been behind
I
that.
want you to know, if Alias dies, I'm gonna make a monk, and he's just gonna be a ninja from Naruto from the village hidden in the Acropolis. He's gonna be a
In
Greek
the
ninja.
Acropolis. Go ahead and
Village
take,
hidden. He has a little trident on his headband.
go ahead and
Little
take
white
20
tape.
damage total.
I have
Take
1 health
20
left.
damage. You still have a health left
In
after
fact,
that?
in
Damn.
fact,
I
you
have
have
21 health pool total.
Yeah.
Wait,
Kasim.
why did... No, wait. 20 damage?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, 20 damage.
13%.
Yeah.
Kasim, you see Alias vault heroically out of the thing, swing at the warg. The warg ducks, and then the second warg comes up and knocks him on his ass while the goblin stabs him.
He doesn't knock me on my ass. He just hits
I'm sorry, take your strength saving throw.
Yeah.
So I will argue the fact that Bite says that they have to be a creature in order for that to work.
No.
You're a creature.
Players are creatures.
So
Yeah,
he does not knock you on
hold,
your ass.
like I dig my heels, and like he lifts for a moment in the air as he collides with me. For I
What
am
a man!
Like, I will not be dragged to the earth.
Let it be known that Kadia
That's-
broke before the guard did.
You know, that's probably the only way the goblin would be able to hit him. Like,
If you're the Cadian,
the ground, the goblin can't reach
If he was a
him.
kid.
All right,
Fuck Katie
Kasim,
and the guard.
what
How's
are you
that
doing?
sound?
Oh, I didn't know.
All
it
right.
was
You would love to, wouldn't you demon.
Kasim's gonna drop his crossbow, use an action to put on his shield, drop down over here next to his very wounded comrade,
okay.
and he is going to punch this warg right in the face.
With a shield,
No.
hopefully.
Still, this
With
one
his
who has already
fist.
taken damage.
I'm trying to help
Knock
here.
the teeth out.
Yeah.
Go. Roll.
This one goes before me, and he has taken damage. This one goes after me.
where he may catch a all to the face.
16 hit.
A 16 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, unfortunate.
Okay. Delvin.
But I am very threatening.
I see that. Delvin, you are up.
Oh.
you're
Thank
far
you
away
for
from everybody. Don't worry.
Okay. 1. And it's the second diagonal that costs you extra, right?
Yes, the second diagonal costs you extra.
3.
You have a longbow. You can totally be taking sneak attack
It's
shots.
a short
from back
bow.
here. You have a bow.
It's a short bow.
You can
You have a
totally be
bow.
taking shots from here.
Do I still get the sneak bonus?
Yes, as long as it's in combat with one of your friends.
Alright, I'm going to take.
What's the range on that
The
short
one-
bow?
Let us check. It is. Where's the thing?
Range is 80 and 320 feet.
So you're well within range.
Yeah.
Alright, so the one that currently is trying to drag Alias across the dirt
Mm-hmm.
needs to, has things to answer for.
All right, go. That's the one
They're
that Kasim
both
just
kinda
did.
are.
That'll hit.
I mentioned that he had.
You have advantage because he doesn't know you're there.
So you credit.
So you crit.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll twice.
So
So
I
you're gonna roll
click-
sneak attack damage. So click short bow, and it'll automatically do your crit. But you're gonna roll sneak
Right.
attack twice.
Oh, okay. Well, I just clicked sneak attack. Is it not going to do it automatically both times?
I don't know. Go ahead and roll the
Alright.
first. Roll the short bow.
Oh, fuck. I did the wrong thing again.
So click short bow.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Alright, so roll 20 is quite kind of annoying sometimes.
Oh, and it did do your sneak attack damage. So that's 10, 15, 16 damage.
Woo!
That wolf is reconsidering its life choices. What has brought it here up to now?
Bonus action.
Okay. Oh, you're hiding again?
I'm actually going to use hidden step. I'm not giving the dice a chance to screw me on this one. Well, I have 1 hit point. Boom, gone.
You're just
You got out of the
invisible.
cart.
All right.
Yes, I got out of the cart.
They know where the carts are.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah.
covered the cart.
Man, look. The cover didn't help me with the dragon in the cart. No, I'm out.
Speaking of cards, the guards aren't doing anything. They're just
I-
standing there.
I forgot to put them on the initiative for the first round. I put them on the initiative for the second round.
I was going to say it. I saw
The
it.
guards were shocked still by the attack by the dragon.
Yeah,
All right, they've
exactly.
heard of dragons.
Yeah,
It's dragon terror, exactly.
yeah.
Ogmagni, an arrow whistles past your ear, missing you.
Oh, I'm gonna get him.
Neferetset, you are up. The goblin, the warg that attacked Alias is looking very beat up. The others are still looking fairly healthy.
Can I ask something real quick?
Ask away.
Can you move that Worgen goblin farther away from me?
No, I cannot.
They got a little close, and I'm not comfortable with it.
No, it's just in range, man.
I'm about to say, you talking about they got out the cart. How you gonna punch something in the face from in the cart?
I'm gonna get him.
Man.
Hold on, let me see. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, can I make that? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Boop.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
If
He
you-
just dipped on him.
Okay, so go ahead
Like,
and
pardon me, gentlemen.
go ahead and roll your attack now.
All right, perfect.
That's gonna miss. Also,
Damn it.
I think that does miss the warg. No, that actually just hits. Are you hitting a warg or a goblin?
The warg that looks damaged.
That will just hit the warg. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, good. Fuck that
Idiot.
warg. What?
Mm.
Clearly, I didn't sleep enough last night. I should have gotten more beauty rest. I told all of you, and no one listened. And then the warg came in.
You are actually all shocked because thus far in your association with Neferetset, Neferetset has murdered everything in sight, and it's just not happening today.
It's because I'm tired, and I got breathed on by a dragon.
Magni, you're up.
All right. Well,
Apparently, that guard is
obviously-
swinging it, keeping her awake.
obviously, Magni knows what he has to do, and he's gonna clap the guard captain on the shoulder and say, "To battle!" and get out at this boy.
The guard captain, has pulled out his longbow and he's stringing it up, and he's just gonna start laying down fire.
Yes.
So, are you attacking the goblin or the
A warg. Nobody
think it's
cares about
pretty
these goblins anymore.
So go
All right.
ahead.
Because if we kill the wargs, the goblins can't run away.
That is awful, but true. Yes, you hit the warg. Go ahead and roll for damage. All right.
9 damage.
Then would I have hit the warg with also a 12?
You did hit the warg and you did damage.
I did not do damage.
Yeah, you
You
did.
told me I missed.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no, I did tell you missed. Sorry.
Yeah, you did the same thing for me too, but I guess she thought it was a goblin. Not a big deal.
Yeah, that's my bad. So you hit, and then the goblin. It's actually going to disengage and fire at the guard. And hit.
You mean my man here in the?
Yep, that is exactly who he's firing at.
That's dirty.
They're goblins, man.
I'm clipping this dude next turn.
Ashlyn, Ashlyn, you're up.
Which one is the warg that goes before Alias?
Right.
It already went. It was this one.
Oh, it already went.
That goblin
who's
did not
over
trust
here?
even odds.
I'll get this one.
Alias plus Kasim, he's like, you know what?
He left his injured homie too. That's the worst part.
Yeah, he's a goblin. Of course they did. He's like, no, I'm out.
This one.
So the goblin dodges the pine cone.
Rude.
Does the warg?
The warg does not dodge the pine cone.
The warg has been injured greatly.
The warg has been injured greatly, so if you roll even moderately well for this pine cone,
Fuck that warg.
That's a dead warg.
You blew it up with a pine cone.
so the warg catches fire, and I'm actually going to say that this one is actually on fire, something we haven't seen before. So this goblin is going to have to consider its life choices.
You guys have been making fun of Ashlyn's pine cones this whole time.
Alias,
feel like-
you are up.
I feel like Kasim is going to snatch this goblin. He's been trying to wrestle.
You read my
everything.
mind, man.
He's been trying to wrestle everything. I feel like he's going to snatch this goblin up by its scruff.
Bap him.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Just holding it up there, and then
Oh,
skull
he
hits it with
was.
the maul.
Thing's dead.
All right, it's 11 bludgeon damage. Did I just bap it into the bonfire?
You did bap it into the bonfire, and it is now Pikachu.
I just see Kasim I'm gonna take it prisoner for oh, he's dead.
Yeah, like the
I
hand
just-
just goes up to the goblin, and right as he approaches, just
He was going to hold it up and let him hit it anyway. So You're like T-ball. Just gonna suck it to him.
The guards are like, yes, let's do battle.
That would have been helpful last turn.
They're terrible.
Man,
They
these
are.
guys. Like,
They,
oh
well,
man, these
about
are
guard
like the
captain?
short guards. Like they told us these were the elite guards, but these were like the special cart guards.
So the captain actually takes fire and aims at the goblin.
Finally, it's a competent guard.
Well, this is why he's the captain.
And kills it.
His target selection needs work.
Yeah, you know, but his heart is in the right place. His arrows, not so much.
Oh, he killed it.
Let's be clear. The goblin is still a source of damage, and killing it means it is no longer a source of damage.
He's not wrong.
All right. Kasim's just gonna walk back to the cart, pick up his crossbow, and doff the shield, which is an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just Captain America, the shield at the.
Fortunately, I am not proficient in improvised weapons.
I had a
Yet.
squeamy cleric in one of my parties that had a shield
Dang.
and killed an orc with it, and he just kind of started almost gagging at the idea of killing an orc. I'm like, why are you here?
What are you doing?
All right, Davies, you're up.
I shall inform the warg. Wolf brother, I shall free you from your bonds.
Oh,
And Goblin boy
From
here,
the bonds of earthly coil.
of slavery, bonds of slavery,
okay.
and Goblin boy here.
You
He
say
has
that,
things to answer.
and the ward kind of looks at how it's going for him and how the last battle went, and he's like, he actually nods at you. So go ahead and take sneak attack.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, that kills the goblin. The ward is like, you know what? I could go into business for myself.
I don't need to take this anymore.
I want to go back to school.
I can go back to school. I can make
Like
something.
the
Wait,
myself.
where'd that warg go?
The ward rips the goblin off of its back and runs off.
No,
We're gonna
still in
find the
initiative,
warg
damn
in
it.
the
I wanted to kill that
stonemason's
warg.
house.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get that
Where Delvin
cosmetology
been
degree,
hanging.
dude.
You
There's
go get
another
that.
one here for you to
You go be an esthetician.
It's like, my wolf brother, I will save you from your bondage. He's like, you know what? Yeah, all right. Magni, you take 8 piercing and a strength check as the warg lashes out at you for clubbing.
Ah, that stinks. 8 damage, you said? Alright. Do.
I don't know if I can save this work. I don't think I'm gonna get an action in time. Nope.
Yo.
He goes to knock you over,
Oh,
you
dear.
just slap him in the mouth.
Knock it off!
It's an old acid. Alright,
Bad
so
dog. Drop it.
Neferet said, you're up.
I just newspapered it in the nose.
How's that warg looking?
He is not yet bloody. He's got some singe marks and some general damage, but he's looking all right.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, never mind then. Oh, I finally hit.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I almost forgot.
Holds up that leaf in front of his face. Nope.
Go ahead and
It
roll for
takes
damage.
a mere 7 points of damage.
You see that one actually caught it, and he is clearly damaged now.
Okay.
Ogmagni, the warg that you just popped in the mouth for trying to knock you over.
Man, I do want to just kill this thing because it's obviously evil, but there's another part of me wants to try to intimidate it into servitude because it should do what I say because I'm bigger than it.
I mean, you can try it.
You are not actually bigger than it.
I am bigger than it. In spirit, I am. With that would be an action, obviously, right?
Yes.
So I wouldn't be able to attack it. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Oh boy.
Boom.
I am very intimidating.
Are you serious?
It's so look at that balanced intimidation.
And it's yelling at it in giant to sit.
The warg doesn't speak giant, but it does understand the general tonality of that command. And it's 6.
I'm gonna announce to everybody, this is mine now. Don't touch it. Good dog.
You're gonna pat him on the head.
Yeah.
It still doesn't speak any of those languages.
Ashlyn will volunteer to teach him a little bit of Goblin.
I mean, I could
Just enough to
I
give
could translate.
commands.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry.
what
I
is your
could
plan?
translate. I mean,
So that's the end of the encounter, right? So
Yeah.
what is your plan now? The guards gather around. You guys have 3 guards.
Well, look,
Well,
now we can have the warg pull this
No,
cart.
no. That's my warg.
Yeah, then you get to ride this cart with your warg.
There we
Side
go.
note, both Davius's friend the horse, Bill, and Neferetset's lover were in that second cart.
I wouldn't say lover. Lover's going a little far.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
oh man,
Davies just drops to his knees. No!
Horse!
Bill, poor Bill.
You
He
blew it
had a
up!
family. That dragon has many things to answer for now.
Yeah, I told you. So I'm gonna call Davy. I'm gonna call Delvin over. It's like, come here. Translate.
To be clear, Ashlyn is a better translator because wargs speak Goblin.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Well, someone translate. Does anybody speak Warg?
Alias is gonna take a nap.
Because he's gonna get started on some coffee.
All right. So
Are you?
I imagine Ashlyn's gonna come over and help me with this.
So wait a
Is
second.
bandaging a thing anymore? Like,
As you get ready to start talking to the warg, Drakkar comes up to you and he's like, "We need to unhitch one of the horses and hitch it to the cart and get moving before the dragon comes back."
Oh, to just hitch
Okay. This will take
The
5
Warg.
minutes.
to the cart.
This will take 5 minutes.
It'll probably take as long as it would take to unhitch and rehitch the horse.
Okay.
Take me 5 minutes.
So they start unhitching and rehitching while you talk to your
Yeah.
wolf.
Okay. Ashlyn, could you translate for me?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, tell it listens to me now.
You belong to me now.
I am the goblin now.
look at me. Look at me.
Mr. O'Magny, can I go to the woods? There is no woods!
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
So the warg looks at you and it's like, elf flesh.
Knock it off. Smack him upside the head. Knock it off.
Ashlyn turns to Ogmagny and she says, he says he wants to eat you.
Good enough translation, I'll be honest.
What's your name, boy? Tell him your name, Reek. My name is Reek.
I'm gonna grab it by like kind of like the. I don't want to be a dick to this thing, but it's being a dick, so I'm gonna to translate.
Yeah, it's like it's a warg. It's weird.
I know, right? Who would want a pet warg?
Think
I don't know,
People
some
have pet
psychopath.
hyenas.
who also
I'm
wants
gonna-
to kill
I'm
a
gonna-
dragon at level 2.
I mean, priorities, guys. Come on now, get on my level. I'm gonna grab it by the scruff and make eye contact with it and go and try to be like,
All right, give me another intimidation roll.
Oh, this thing wants.
Disappeared.
Ashlyn
get
stands
advantage?
aside and she goes,
I will give you
very
advantage because you
clear.
passed the last one. Yeah, go ahead.
To be very clear, Delvin is not okay
Oh no!
with this course of action.
I agree.
You go, "Burk."
It actually rolled.
hold on.
It actually
hold on.
rolled a 2.
Wow.
So it's like just hungry.
It's hungry. What? What did it say?
It's
Hungry.
hungry.
I told you it said it wanted to eat you.
Well,
But
Bring me
I
a piece of-
suppose I
antagonistic.
suppose it will
Bring me horse.
accept some other flesh.
Okay, so I imagine it has like a saddle still and everything on it, and a I don't know horse terminology or riding terminology,
Right? Bridle? Like,
It-
bridle and all that.
It has
So
a
I'm
bridle,
gonna
Has
it has a
a-
saddle. It does not
Okay,
have
so-
It has a
I'm going
goblin-sized.
I'm gonna lead it over to one of the horses and I don't know cut off a
The
leg and give
dead
it to
horse?
it. Yes, a dead horse.
Okay.
We
no,
have to
the
check.
live one.
Make sure it's
That's
not
what the
Bill.
ward would want.
Yeah, make sure it's not Bill. Delvin and I are busy burying Bill.
It doesn't matter. No, we're not burying a
Burying
horse.
a horse.
We're burying the horse.
Look, I
not
have
be
the chance of
special.
having a giant pet wolf.
Use
wolf
the other
or
horse.
wolf. No,
Giant
it doesn't
metal
matter.
Okay,
gonna-
all right, hold on.
This
Wait,
is
wait, wait.
Bill. That is not Bill.
Time out real quick. You're feeding it not Bill because Delvin and Neferetset are giving Bill last rites.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
wait.
exactly what's
Putting a
happening.
coin on each of the horses'
If
eyes.
Ogmagny gets to have a warg, Ashlyn wants an owlbear.
If we can intimidate an owlbear into servitude, sure.
You know,
At
you
this
just
Okay.
bring
point,
the
after
weird,
his coffee is done,
Delvin
he's
is
just drinking
avatar
and
not
staring at
okay
the
with
table.
So
Okay.
this went
Like a
sideways real quick.
snake
Hold on.
hedgehog.
So you're currently feeding the warg. The warg is licking the meat because it is frozen solid.
Alright.
It's a
Oh.
meatsicle.
Can you heat? No,
Ashlyn, you got
bonfire.
a little bonfire on it.
Bonfire this. Heat it up.
Okay, so the warg is eating and it is happy, and it's like fire elf.
Good. Fire good.
Yes.
So you guys, they hitch up the thing. You guys give funerals to the guards that died. How are you splitting yourselves up amongst the wagons now?
Look,
Well,
now that there's leg room, Alias is gonna take a nap here to take a short rest while everybody else pays attention to shit, and he's like, "Wake me up after you go."
Are we?
Kasim's already at the driver's seat drinking his coffee.
Is this thing gonna be strong enough to actually pull one of these carts, even though it's the size of a horse? Is it as strong?
A warg cannot pull the carts.
Okay.
Can one of the ponies pull the cart apiece?
Yeah,
Do we
one
need-
pony can pull a cart apiece.
Can
Alright, so we're
Ashlyn
good.
ride the
So-
warg, or is it too small?
Ashlyn
It's
can
large
ride the
creature.
warg if you somehow convince the warg to allow you to.
Okay,
I am
please.
again.
Well, I imagine I can't ride it because
You
I'm
cannot
big.
ride the warg.
I hear
You
you,
are
Delvin.
large.
I hear you.
I'm going to. That sucks because I'm going to lead it then by the bridle again. I'm going to keep my hand on it. So if you want to ride it, that's fine. But I'm going to be leading it like you're a preschooler riding a pony for the
That
first
is
time.
totally fine with Ashlyn. She is thrilled.
Ashlyn,
She's
go
gonna
ahead
ask
and give me
really nice.
give me a persuasion roll as you try and mount the
No,
warg.
no, he is. Alias
Alright.
is laying down here in the back. He's taking a nap.
She's not
He's-
very
That's sort of-
persuasive, but let's try.
Okay. You have been feeding it, so that does help.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Delvin
warg
is
is
not
actually
not
okay
really
with you.
okay.
The warg is actually okay with this.
Yeah, it's like it's Brother Warg, you know. Ashlyn is riding on the back and is like, "Tell everybody I'm on my way.
So since it didn't growl at,
Places and faces to see."
I'm going to ask it. I'm going to ask Ashlyn. How do you say good warg in Goblin?
She will tell him and not lie.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pat it on. I'm going to give it the classic little like scruff and say good warg.
Easy.
The warg is completely and utterly confused at being treated like a person and nicely.
Ashlyn is also giving the warg so many good ear scratches that she learned from Delvin.
Stewie?
So with an 18 knowledge nature, about how intelligent are wargs?
Wargs are more intelligent than
The
like,
goblins that ride them.
that might be accurate.
Fair.
Wargs to give you an idea, like in D&D stats, wargs are 7 intelligence.
So they're as intelligent as people.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
wargs are absolutely
people.
four-legged people.
I 100% agree with Delvin. I am not okay with this.
That warg is smart enough to both decide not to betray you, or
And decide to
Decide
betray
to
us.
Yes.
decide to betray
So-
you.
Yeah.
If we
That's
treat
the-
it like a person, then
that
it
might
might
betray
be.
us.
To see what's going on, like to see where he's at with what's happening to him.
Goblins are intelligence 10, so they are not quite as smart as the goblins.
But only the smart ones, you know. Those are the outliers.
That's Delvin's check to see where the warg is at with what's going on.
You absolutely are looking at the warg, and is it perception? No, it's insight that you're going to want to roll.
Okay. Not much worse, but
Insight is to determine if someone's.
Wow.
Well then, alrighty.
Delvin is like eyeballing that warg something fierce. He's like, "What are you planning?" And you can tell that at least for now, the warg is thoroughly pleased with the concept of being treated like it's a valuable person, and it's being treated well, and it saw that you let its brother get away, and so right now it's quite happy with its life. Its life is currently better than it has ever been before.
Okay.
Trust this bitch.
You know that they're evil creatures, but
Yeah.
it's also possible that so's Neferetset. So
I never said I wasn't.
Pretty sure Neferetset is evil.
How dare
what do
you? I am true neutral. Bite me.
And this warg is hurt, correct?
this warg is.
Yeah, that's right.
Warg is
All right,
substantially hurt.
Okay, so while doing the head shaky thing, I'm gonna take it with both my hands and do a one lay on hands with it.
Okay.
Heal at 1 point so it understands like it. I wanted to associate me with like good, so that it feels good when I'm around.
Sounds good. So you're gonna need to mount back up on the wagon, so that we can continue because you have to go slow. You cannot walk as fast as the wagons.
Okay.
Which means he's got to be tied to the wagon.
Yeah.
I
figured you're not letting the warg like run off with Ashlyn.
I imagine that Hogmighty is sitting in the wagon, holding the rope that's got the warg, and Ashlyn's just riding the warg aside the wagon.
Nah, he's not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want him to run away because I have a friend now. Through intimidation and food
and violence.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
how all friendships start, right? Intimidation.
It's like
Yeah.
kindergarten.
And you have
Yeah.
to hold them to make sure they can't run away from you. That just like,
Yeah.
where's my cat? Speaking of holding them.
So you guys continue your ride, and it is fairly uneventful for the rest of the day. You actually don't even feel the dragon's presence, which is what you're pretty sure has been watching you this whole time.
He got hit with a javelin. Of course he left.
Alias has been napping this whole time. He's going to take his short rest.
Okay, so go ahead and take the short rest. Are you spending any hit dice?
I will spend a hit dice.
Okay.
I
Everybody
am
else
not
on the
in a good
wagon, you
spot.
guys can also spend hit dice, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
How do I do that?
I was not in a good spot emotionally, but, you know, I'm
So
feeling
on your
better.
character sheet, below
Okay.
where your hit points are, it'll tell you hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
you-
click it down one.
Yep, click it down one to show that you spent one.
I don't need to spend any. Kasim has been having a great time at this trip.
7.
I am having a wonderful time.
The guards are willing to drive so that you guys can rest, since they did not
Alright.
take any damage during that whole thing.
All right. Well, while I rest, I'm gonna tie the line up so he doesn't run. I'm worried. It's my dog.
Since Johnny come lately over here with the guards.
All right, so
So you guys
we get a short rest.
You guys do get that short rest, and you guys now get to camp on day 6. This is the evening of day 6.
Okay. No. So while going, I'm gonna take the saddle off of him and everything, so that he feels a little more comfortable. Because I imagine goblins don't make comfortable riding gear.
They do not. Although I imagine that as she has been riding, Ashlyn has been like figuring out the buckles and stuff. So you guys can figure out how you're going to do that now. You guys are now down to only 3 guards. So
And a
watches. So watches tonight are going to be slightly complicated. For everyone to get a full night's sleep, you need 5 watches. So discuss amongst yourselves how you want to handle those watches.
I'll take second watch again.
Okay.
I
Since there's
can
an,
run it solo. I'll just holler if anything happens.
Okay.
since there's an extra watch now, I'll take third instead of second.
Okay.
Instead of joining him on second, I'll
So,
step over
Magni,
to
you're
third.
taking first. Are you taking it
Yep.
with a guard?
Yeah.
You can
I'll
take
take
it with
the
the
guard.
warg. It should be able to tell you if the other
Yeah.
wolves are nearby.
I want to tell Ashlyn to translate for me that I want the warg to rest because I imagine it's not feeling too good.
Okay. So, Delvin, are you watching with a guard?
Yes.
Okay, so Delvin plus guard.
I'm gonna learn some goblin, damn it. I know like dwarven and giant, it can't be that much different.
Both the dwarves and the giants are insulted by what you have said.
I was about to say that you just pissed off the. Okay.
Oh, that's going in the book of grudges.
Hold on, I got this. The Dumbos Krun. Let's go. All right, hold on.
The Book of Grudges. It is.
All right, so that's what I have for the watches. Let me know if that's correct.
Well, we have. I mean, I think we put the third guard with Alias.
Well, those are the 3 guards.
You don't have a guard with him. You just have Alias.
Well, no, I have.
Oh, so it's 2 guards and the captain, or are there 3 total?
No, there's 2 guards and the captain.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you guys have
Ashlyn
lost.
doesn't have a watch.
Well, there's only 5 watches. Do you want to watch with someone?
I think it would be better for Ashlyn to watch with someone than Neferetset because she should probably get her whole rest.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
This means that Neferetset can be woken up twice and still get her spells back.
Okay.
For those of you who are paying attention as to what is going on here.
Yes.
I just realized that I wrote that message on the player view chat, which is Gwen's chat, and I didn't mean to. All right. So, Magni, post yourself up and show me how you're doing. Oh, did you guys want to move the tent somewhere?
Let's move it a little further in, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want the alarm spell is going to stay around it, right? So that's the alarm spell.
He'll start right about here.
Okay. Are you
moving
doing
me.
patrols or are you staying still and like looking around?
It's just me by myself, right?
It is just you by yourself.
I should do a patrol.
Okay.
Because I don't have anybody watching the rear there, so I should be going all around.
So, whatever you name your warg, he's there and he's resting, but he is somewhat awake.
Yeah.
Can we name him Bartholomew?
No, he needs a.
Bartholomew.
No, his name is Braca. B-R-A-K-A.
You could find out what his name is.
Yeah. I should ask him. That's a good point. Thank you for being a little more insightful than I am and a little more sensitive. I'm learning to be. I'm what you would call dumb woke. So I'm trying.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
actually,
being basically a woodland creature myself.
Make sure I ask. Since I'd imagine it's related to me how intelligent these things are. It's like, does it have a name? I'd ask through the grapevine.
Ashlyn answers for him. She says that he says his name is Sylvanus.
I thought you were going to say Bartholomew. I was waiting for you to say Bartholomew.
The warg looks at you and snorts, which even Ogmagni is like, no, it is clearly not.
Ashlyn says he would like to be called Sylvie.
So, no, I'm going to go up to it, because now it knows that we're talking about that. I'm going to start just saying names to it until its ears perk up, like what you would do with a dog sometimes.
Just random names.
Bartholomew.
So
we're not going to give this dog a name. We're going to put on 3B Facebook a thread to allow you guys to suggest names.
Wargy McWargface. Done.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is why I was very clear and said suggest names, because I know how that goes.
I'm the one that tamed it, and tamed means yelling at it until it stopped.
So you will pick
Bartholomew.
You will
I
pick
will
from one of the
Now
names
I
that
know
the
hunters in WoW.
that they
chose.
suggest. Yep.
Yes.
So as you get to this point in your patrol, you have named Wargums earlier before you start on your patrol, and you see the scarred direwolf sitting off in the distance. You know it's the one that got hurt last night.
Came back for some more, huh? Go right about here.
Okay.
Gonna go make another pet.
If I did, I'm a druid now, apparently.
Yep.
So the warg is staying about 30 feet away from you as you patrol.
Smart.
Charge distance.
The direwolf.
Can I ready an action?
Sure.
Alright, so I'm gonna get Kraken Breaker just ready. in case this thing starts rolling up on me.
Okay. So if it gets in melee range, you will hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna get flanked, but man, whatever. I'm in full armor and I got my weapon ready. Like, yo, you want this? Remember what happened when I wasn't wearing armor?
Okay, so this is first watch. He's just looking at you, and the rest of your watch passes, but he stays just outside. So you go to wake up Alias.
Yeah.
Do you let Alias know that just outside of range is the warg?
At the wolf is there.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not gonna be.
It's just
So-
it's
Polite.
Really, it's just outside of the light, also, right? So
Yeah.
I did not actually put down the light. That is essentially the edge of the campfire. So you see him, but just barely.
So while going to wake Alias up, I'm gonna let him know, like, the one that I beat the shit out of his back.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure that
Alias is aware that the whew alarm is right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he is actually just gonna like patrol like.
I'm gonna put myself last. I saw him in between the dire wolf and my dog. So
Yeah, so he's just gonna patrol like this other semicircle on the other side,
Okay.
keeping his back to the campfire's light so that it doesn't ruin his night vision.
Okay.
And then he figures, if he charges this way, he can't get into the tent all the way in one round,
Fair.
and then
Okay.
the alarm will trigger.
So the alarm triggers.
oh, you coming? Of course he wanted me.
And he actually baps you for 2 damage as the alarm triggers, and then he runs off.
You fuck.
But everyone
And then
now
run.
is awake.
You didn't hit me with it. Oh yeah, that's right. I was asleep.
He's just like,
2 damage. You.
So we have an Iroquois wolf. He's up here counting coup. Like,
But you guys all wake up, and the wolf is gone by the time you're awake. But this is the first time that you're woken up. If Neferetset gets woken up one more time, she
No
will.
spells.
Sorry, 2 more times, she will have no spells.
All right.
She'll
Well, I'm gonna
kill someone.
I'm gonna instinctively check on my warg, make sure he's okay.
The warg actually chuckles. He's like, "That's pretty funny."
quiet as kept. Davius is chuckling.
All right.
Delvin is
Well,
chuckling.
I'm going back to being Little Spoon with my warg.
The warg actually stands up and like paws at Ashlyn.
Ah.
Okay. Ashlyn is awake now, I suppose.
If you
I've
wake,
been feeling right. Oh, sorry.
if you wake up quickly, it does not get violent,
Okay.
but otherwise it bats the shit out of you.
What?
It's like there's many big wolves.
Oh. The warg says there's many big wolves.
Of course.
Not good.
And he decides that at that point he's done his civic duty and he goes back to cuddling with Magni.
Like, look, I told him.
Ashlyn gives him a head pat. It's a very good boy.
All right, so as we go into the second
need sleep.
watch, Alias, are you changing your pattern in any way, shape, or form?
Man, I
Knowing
wish
that
there
there
was
is many
fuel
big
here because
wolves.
we could build so many bonfires.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys can build more
I can
bonfires
build
if you want.
so many bonfires. So many bonfires.
She can literally do all the bonfires.
I can literally make us a circle of bonfires if it would make you feel better.
Do you want more light? Is what you're saying?
Well, if they go through the bonfire, if they move through it, they would have to take damage. So
Oh, you're trying to make a that would take a lot of prep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, it is coming up on 10 o'clock at night. Stewie has to leave, and I have
Right.
a lot of shenanigans planned for the remainder of this evening for you guys.
Oh Lord.
Great.
Lord.
And as such,
Lord.
we're going to go ahead and call it here. There's no the I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but the whole point of this mission was for you guys to feel
Annoyed?
Annoyed and unsafe.
Annoyed, unsafe, tired for the fatigue of the dragon
Yes.
to be hunting you. It would have been nice if I would have been able to run it in one whole sweep, but the point is that they're trying to not let you rest.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what goblins do.
and
Yeah,
so
they're fatigue hunters,
yep,
just like humans.
yep. But you guys unexpectedly ended up with a warg.
You're welcome.
So
Okay,
I
Maui.
was gonna have you roll that intimidation. I'm like, how good can you? And then you're like, oh, 20. I'm like, well, in that case.
Now you have a warg.
So guys, next Monday we are coming back. We will continue this, and it should be actually the end of this adventure, and possibly the setup for the next adventure, depending on how we actually get through the rest of the evenings.
Thor willing.
Thor willing.
Julio, I'm going to put you on the spot. On Thursday, are we seeing the first episode of Good Boys?
Absolutely. If everybody's still game for it, then yeah, I'm more than ready.
Okay, so for those of you following us along here on 3B Radio, Good Boys is going to be our second program offering. It is a buddy cop show set in the Infinity Universe where a Antipode and a Dogface have been activated by O12 and are now being taught the ropes by a Orders militant knight as they try to deal with not Ariadna.
The great outdoors, by which I mean space.
It's the space outdoors.
Nice. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and request that you remember that you text me Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I will be in Colorado for the next 6 weeks, so the time difference is probably gonna throw me off.
Okay.
So just shoot me a message to remind me about the time difference.
All right, sounds good. So everybody go ahead and say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
See you all
everyone.
Thursday and or next week.